Hey coyotes, it's Thursday Tech Day on a Friday again. I apologize for not getting this out on Friday, but as y'all know, things have been a little crazy busy and sometimes again we just do things when we can. So I still have two amazing tech tools to show you today that I'm really excited about and I think will be really useful in the classroom. And the first one is called Sway. Now you may have heard of this before. This is fairly new to me even though it's been around for a little while. And this is just a way to make presentations, but presentations that are a little bit more interactive. So when you get onto Sway, you sign in with your Microsoft information. So I'm going to sign in real quick and then I'm going to come back online. Okay, so now that I'm back on, let's look and see how to make a sway. And I'm going to show you one that I created a little bit earlier and I just kind of piddled around with it, so it's not complete by any means, but it's just kind of a brief example. So I did a template from a newsletter and let's look and see what it looks like. So like I said, a little bit more interactive and these just look really professional. So here's the title, internal newsletter, and of course I could have edited that into something else. And here is a picture that I put in, and then the title, Thursday Tech Day newsletter, and then a couple of things that we usually put into the Tech Day activities, new ideas, 2 new tools, ways to increase blended learning and provide students with more resources, and then Thursday Tech prizes. So this would have been the first one. Sway is our first tool, and then Insert Learning is our second tool, and then I didn't finish the rest of it, but really easy to create. And like I said, it looks really professional and it's a little bit more interactive than slides or a PowerPoint or any of those types of presentations. So let's go back to the home page. I'm going to click on the 3 dots and go back to my Sway. And then here I can click Create New, but I'm going to show you they have some templates. They have some featured sways here. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to do the business presentation. So here we go. I can start editing. And it already has a template in place. I can change out pictures if I want to, and I can edit all of the information here. So instead of business presentation, I'm going to do how to make a sway for coyotes. And so I could do, here's my first subset of information. So I can say, pick a template or create new. I could put a picture here if I want to. So let's do some nature, something that's really appealing right now. Okay, so I like this one. Let's go ahead and add this one in, and that will be the picture here. And then I can say on this first part, this will go immediately underneath this. I can say this is one example of how to create a presentation. This type of presentation could be used for teacher presentations, student presentations, projects, group projects, da 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 da. I can put this in a number of different formats, and I could even link a website link on here if I wanted to, so that's kind of something to keep in mind. So let's go ahead and preview then. What does it look like now? So you open up how to make a sway, and I don't know if I'm scrolling to the left or to the right, so I'm scrolling to the right. Here I've got the picture that I put in with the title over it. So pick a template or create something new. And then this is one example of how to create a presentation. This presentation could be a student project, a teacher presentation, student presentation, da 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 da. So we kind of see what it looks like, and I could continue editing. I could have done 2 different pictures here if I wanted to. I could go to the second point. So if you'll notice, they're kind of grouped in sections. So here's point 1 or group 1, and all of this will go all together. And then section 2. So let's do one more just in case. So one more example, and I'm going to do another picture. I love nature, so let's do one more. Something soothing. So here is another way to enhance a presentation. Oops, if I can type. And let's emphasize this instead of bullet points. Oops. No bullet points. Okay, just kidding. It doesn't want to get rid of the bullet points. Okay, I'm going to click this and emphasize. There you go. So there it is, bolded. So now let's look and see from the beginning. Okay, so how to make a sway. I click the right arrow. Here's my first topic. Pick a template or create a new. And then here are the two ways that you could use this, or this is an example of how to create a presentation. This presentation could be a student presentation, a teacher presentation, a project, da 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 da. And then here's my second point, one more example. So really neat and professional. I love how professional it looks, and it's just a little bit more interactive, like I said, than a slides. A little bit something different, and I think the students would like this as well. So this is Sway from Microsoft. You can see sway.office or sway.office.com, or you can just Google Sway. Okay, our next tech tool for today is called Insert Learning. So what this does is you find a website with information, could be something that you're teaching, it could be a resource for students, and here with this Chrome add-on you can instantly make quiz questions. There's all sorts of activities that you can do. So if you go to insertlearning.com, you'll click on Add to Chrome. It's free. And this is one of the extensions that you add on as well. So add to Chrome. And once it's complete, yes, add extension. Okay, and then once it's complete, remember you look up here in your little puzzle piece and you can find it. So it's checking, and I'm going to come back here in just a second. Okay, now that it's ready to go, I'm going to sign up with Google. And I'm going to use my school account. And we'll just sign in real quick. And I'm a teacher. Name of class, Thursday Tech Day. Create. And I would put teacher, but I'm going to put administrator. I kind of teach a little bit of everything, and I teach adults. We'll put 13 plus. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's create a new lesson. So create new lesson, and easy ways to create a lesson: click the Insert Learning extension on any web page, or find relevant, engaging content with our educator curated search. So I'm going to do this one since we're here. I'm going to do one real quick. So let's do one on, I don't even know. I don't want to do anything political, like the inauguration or anything. So let's do Cherokee history. Okay, so Cherokee history, then this is from the educator bank of websites that they have. So here we go, and you can see here it is, here are your options on the right. So I have this ready to go, and let's say, so the Cherokee Indians, a branch of Iroquois Nation, can trace their history in this region back more than 1,000 years. Originally, their society was based on hunting, trading, and agriculture. By the time the European explorers and traders arrived, Cherokee lands covered a large part of what is now the southeastern United States. And just in case some of you may not know, and I've told some of you, I'm actually almost full-blooded Cherokee Indian, so this is really why it popped up in my mind, because I was thinking about history. What could we do? So let's say that I want to highlight a text, and I really want my students to focus on this. So this is important. I'm going to annotate that for my students. And then I'm going to insert a discussion. So let's put a discussion right here. And let's talk about what is your history or heritage? Do you have any Indian blood? So create. And we'll show it to all of our classes. So continue reading on, and you can kind of see how it works. So I just inserted a discussion. Let's say that I want to insert a sticky note. So Cherokee society was a matriarchy. So this meant that the mother was the leader, or there was a woman that was the leader of the clan. So we'll put this in and we'll say define a matriarchy. How does this compare with your own culture? Okay, so something for them to see, and then there's more options here. I can share it with teachers. I can print the lesson if I want to. There's multiple options that I could do. So I can assign it to students. So let's do assign to students. And look here, Google Classroom. So that's gotta be awesome. So you could link it into Google Classroom. Let's go ahead, I'm gonna assign it into our Google Classroom. And it's asking for permission to log in. Let me show you this. So they want to access my account, and I'm going to allow it, yes. And then we're going to do our faculty page, an embedded page, yes, okay. So share these to classes, and you will see it pop up on our Google Classroom. So let's go and look at Google Classroom now. My computer's been acting wonky all day. Oh, I'm almost out of time. This is a really long video, much longer than I had anticipated. So we'll find it on Google Classroom, and I can edit it to put it under Thursday Tech Day activities. So here I posted a new assignment via Instant Learning. So let's move this under our Thursday Tech Day. And you could go in as a student and see what it looks like to be able to answer these questions and see what it would look like from the side of the student. And then you can also see, as a teacher, you'll be able to see the responses. So really neat. I think it's a really neat program that for me as a teacher, and I would go on and I'd find articles that I wanted students to respond to or articles that I want them to read. This is a great, easy way to annotate, get the instant feedback or get the instant responses straight from the website. So, and then of course, since it's on Google Classroom, again, great easy way to embed some learning directly from the internet. All right, that's our Thursday Tech Day activities for the 3 weeks. So for last week and the week before and this week, we're going to do prizes next week. So make sure that you get on. If you're going to participate, you can answer some of these Great Smoky Mountain questions or the Cherokee questions. And then you can also share a sway or share one of the assignments that you created through the Insert Learning. So I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend, that this coming week is an amazing week for you now that we're really settling down and settling in. Let's make sure that we're boosting up our students, we're encouraging them, we're being consistent in our campus policies, dress code, professional dress for our teachers. We want to make sure that we're setting a good example for our students, and let's just make sure that we are being the best that we can be. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Go Coyotes!